Hey guys, Chantel here, and today I am going to give you guys a catch up on how week 2 of our no spend March has gone. So if you haven't seen my week 1 catch up, I will pop it in the box up here so you guys can go check that out either before you watch this one or after you've watched it. So no spend March, what is it? If you haven't heard of it before, it's kind of where you take an entire month, so we've chosen March obviously, and you do not spend any money on something that isn't a necessity. So you pay your bills, you pay your mortgage, you put petrol in your car, you buy your groceries, although do try and do it on a budget, and then anything outside that you try not to spend money on it. So no eating out, no picking up food randomly when you're out, no buying clothes or buying deco items or buying toiletries unless you really need them. So yeah, that is what a no spend challenge really is, and me and John decided to try and do one in March to try and get our finances kind of under control so we can see where we are spending money, to try and save a bit of money towards our Disney holiday later in the year, and just to kind of be a bit more careful with where we are spending. I think week 2 has gone pretty blinking well. We did have that evening out that I had known we had in the calendar already, so we had put a budget aside for that, and I'd like to say we came in under budget. We did spend less than I thought we would, which is great. That was an inevitable night out. It had already been booked well before, and I wasn't going to say no to friends for their birthday. So yeah, we've done that. We didn't actually go for the Mother's Day meal because the weather was so bad. We had snow and we couldn't have got there. So that actually saved me money this month, but I think the plan is that we're going to do it next month. So I shall just move the budget that we had for that to next month and we can use it then. But we have not eaten out. We have not picked up any food when we were out. I've not bought any food or treats when we've been in toots or on play dates. We've been really good about that. We've not bought any clothes, any toys, any household stuff. Nada. Nothing has been bought, and that feels really good. Me and John did have a cinema date, but we got bought cinema vouchers for Christmas, so we decided that is what we were going to use them for. We were going to go, when we were having a no spend month, we were going to do that. There was free parking, so we didn't have to pay for parking, and then we used our cinema vouchers to pay for our tickets. We went and saw The Greatest Showman. It was awesome. Everybody should go see it. So they didn't cost us anything, and we bought stuff from home to take with us. So we took drinks with us and we took snacks with us. So we didn't pay for anything when we were there. Yay! So that was kind of our way of getting in a date night without spending any money. And I didn't have to spend any money on babysitting either because my sister came and did it. Thank you. So me and Elian actually took a trip to Neath. We went and walked through the town and everything. And I didn't buy anything that I hadn't originally gone for. Originally I went to get my library card renewed. It was to get Ellie and a library card too, but the kids' library was shut because I didn't realise they aren't open in the mornings. So that was a fail, but wasn't any money spent. And then I went to the butchers and the greengrocers in the market to pick up food for a few days. So that was just a grocery shop. So I think I've managed to keep the grocery shop pretty low yet again. I haven't been keeping track of all my shopping, which I know I said I was going to, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible for keeping track. But I'm pretty sure we have spent less because I've been cooking proper meals and trying to find stuff that is on offer or a bit cheaper and making sure we use everything, and then keeping any leftovers that we've had from the night before. We've either had them the next day. If it's meat, I try to use it up the next day so we can have it, or if the worst comes to the worst and we don't use it, Opie's been getting it, which has obviously been saving me on dog food. He will eat pretty much anything. I say that, look, there he is. Where you'll always find him if I'm filming up here, he's on the bed. So yeah, I think it's gone pretty well. I don't think we've spent hardly anything, which is awesome. So the only thing we have spent, which has been today, which wasn't originally in our plans, but kind of, it's not a necessity as such, but we do the Easter party at Toots with our little group of friends. Sadly, it is not covered by my membership there, so I have had to pay £7 for that. But I'm not gonna not pay that out and Ellie and miss out on the Easter party with all his friends. So that was an unexpected £7, but I think I can handle £7 going out on that. We have been doing some side hustling. I've been taking on some extra like online work, doing some surveys, making some extra money. If anybody is interested in maybe a side hustles video, how to make money online video, anything like that, put a comment in the box below and I will maybe throw together a video of how me and John have in the past made extra money on the side of our jobs. We have never worked one job, pretty much. I have never worked one job. I have always worked multiple jobs or taken on extra work online. John worked one job when he was working in the pub for a bit of it, and then he started doing the photography alongside the pub, so that's just how we work. We've always rolled with being a creative and always like multi-jobs going on. It's what works for us. So guys, I think that is everything. No. Now, things that the only hurdle I've come across while doing this week is things that you realise you kind of need them, but they're not exactly a necessity. For instance, there's 2 things that have come up this week that I think I am going to have to purchase in the next week. Because like I said, they're not exactly a necessity, but they are kind of needed. So the first one is my hot water bottle. I only have one hot water bottle. It doesn't get used very often, but you know, sometimes you need a hot water bottle if you've got a bad stomach or you've got a bad back or something like that. You want a hot water bottle. So I've always kept one hot water bottle here, but I've probably had the same hot water bottle for about 10 years. And we went to use it last week, and I know I had this problem before and I didn't replace it then, but we went to use it, unscrewed the cork, and the actual lining of the stopper was jammed inside the neck of the hot water bottle. So technically it does still work, it does still hold water, but it is going to break at some point. And what I don't want is it breaking and either burning me with hot water or burning Elliot with hot water. So I would rather replace it now than an accident happen with it. This is why I said it's not exactly a necessity. I don't have to have a hot water bottle, really. And it is still in working condition. But for me, safety-wise, I do not want to take the risk of it breaking, of the seal just going on the neck suddenly and hot water getting everywhere. And having a hot water bottle in the house is something that I think is necessary. Does that make sense? So that's problem number 1. Would you guys call that a necessity? Is a hot water bottle a necessity? Do you need one? Should I replace it, or should I just live without it for now? Because knowing my luck, I'll end up hurting my back and really need to put something on it and not have it, and I'll be like, ugh. Sorry guys, vlogger fail, my memory card was full and now I've had to shift slightly because I'm losing the light from my window. So problem number 2, I came across this week. Elliot went to play with his Play-Doh, and usually when he used to play with it, he played on his high chair tray, which was plastic. Easy to wipe clean, keep clean, disinfect, wonderful. Plus the plasticine didn't stick to it, or at least, you know, didn't stick to it properly. Plus he could use cutters and all those sorts of things and never scrape anything. We've got rid of that high chair a few months back, and now he has a wooden high chair, which he uses at my dining room table, which is wooden. So the thought of putting his plasticine on it, one, using his cutters and scratching my table up, or it sticking, getting in the grains, it's going to be a nightmare to get out of. So I didn't have anything that was wipe clean, non-stick. I don't even have placemats that he could have used. I did resort to letting him put it on a paper plate, which it did stick to, so it was not great, but it did stop it getting like into my table grain, because I did not want that happening. So what I really, really need is a wipe clean tablecloth that I do not own. So yeah, it's whether I decide to just bite the bullet and purchase one. I have looked and I can find them pretty cheap, you know, like £6 for a decent sized one that'll cover my table. When he's painting, I usually just put down sheets of A4 and sheets of A3 paper around him, which you'll have seen in one of our videos, no doubt. Because I don't have anything, but it wasn't a big issue. It only became an issue when he wanted to play with the Play-Doh, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work so well on sheets of paper. So yeah, is a wipe clean tablecloth a necessity? Should I buy one? I mean, if I don't buy one this month, I'm going to have to buy one next month either way, really. And we are kind of hoping to carry on the no spend. So yeah, that's my dilemma. I've got a dilemma because I've got two items that aren't technically a necessity but are needed. So you guys tell me if I should just purchase them, if I should just try and find the cheaper options of them, obviously not to spend so much money, or whether I should just live without them. It's just a pain to live without a wipe clean tablecloth. I'd never even thought of it before because it's never been something I've needed, and now it is. I just couldn't find any other options. I can't give him a china plate or anything like that. Like I said, I don't have placemats that I could do it on. He doesn't have any sort of plastic covers. John's logic was maybe to cling film my table. But no, because again, if he's digging cutters in, I really don't want him digging into my table, doing more damage than good on it. So yeah, that's it. That is our no spend week 2 update. And we've spent no money. Woohoo! Other than groceries and, you know, the usual stuff that you have to spend, we've pretty much spent no money. Like I said, that £7 party ticket that I didn't really have a lot of choice in. Yeah, so hopefully next week will go well. You will have to see whether I caved and bought a hot water ball and a wipe clean tablecloth. So guys, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe and join the Life Sorted community, and please leave me a comment if you've done a no spend week, a no spend month, a no spend year, whatever. For the few people who commented on my last video and said that you guys are doing a no spend March, I want to know how week 2 went. Leave me a comment, tell me how week 2 went. Did you manage to spend no money, or has it off? Don't beat yourself up if you have failed at it, because there's no such thing as failing at these challenges. It's not real. You know, you're challenging yourself, so don't feel bad if you have had to spend, or if something has come up, or if you've just caved to your willpower. Learn from it and try to do better next week. So guys, I will see you on Monday with another video, and then next Friday with another no spend. See you guys. Bye.